Hello, 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 everybody. We're starting off on the title screen tonight because considering the occasion, wanted to take this opportunity to draw attention to something I don't know if I've explicitly said out loud that yes, I have noticed. We're starting off Zen's route today, so I wanted to draw a comparison, bit of evidence. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but I wanted to make sure that y'all knew, I knew, so none of you would start screaming at me if any of these VODs ever take off. Here on the title screen, which is where we are right now in case you have some sort of short-term memory loss, we have this weird monster fucker bait thing, and its arm is covered in images of chains. First off, that's really weird, but secondly, and more importantly, our love interest of the route we're about to dive into, one Zen Sorefield, has a tattoo of an absolutely identical sort of spiked chain around his neck. Does that mean anything? I don't know. It probably does, otherwise, why would they have put that detail in the game? But who's to say? Anyway, hello, my name is Mitsunamadoi. I'm a forensic scientist from the world of mysteries. This is a mystery game, despite everything. Welcome to Even If Tempest. Last time, if you will recall, we managed to achieve the conclusion of our second of 4 routes, unless I'm forgetting something, and managed to slot a whole lot of pieces into place. To sum up what we found out from plot revelations, we learned that King James is in fact an imposter, which means his children are probably also not part of the goddess's blood. It wasn't last episode, but we did learn that over the course of the route that Tyrell is one, the last survivor of an ancient clan of basically ninjas who serve the royal family, and that despite the royal family having genocided the rest of his people out of existence, he is loyally serving Conrad, that dick, out of a sense of honor despite justifiably hating literally everything about him. And also that he has a paralyzing phobia of snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Then we managed to talk Rune into giving us our memories of Cryas's roots back, so now we know, I guess, everything we learned on that route, which the most important thing would be that Mr. Endy is in fact capable of killing the Witch of Ruin. Quite easily, in fact, so we'll do something with that. But most importantly, now we have to go investigate Zen, because his personality and job completely changed as a result of us going back in time the first time, and that is, as the children say, sus AF. It's enough exposition, let's go actually play the game. Onward. I mean, you could, if you weren't a coward. Da-da-da-da.
なんですか黙り込んで。まさか本気で僕を的にする気だったんですか?
Yeah, it'd be hilarious. Come on, do it for the stream. God, think about my position here.
おーい、もう20時だぞ。そろそろ片付けようぜ。
Man, that little hamster on the wheel is running its little legs off.
あ？どうかしたのか？
さあ、 さっきまでは普通だったんですけど、急に喋らなくなっちゃって。
マジか。さては訓練のしすぎで頭がおかしくなったか？
Is that sexist? It feels sexist, but also I might be filtering your words through a very uncharitable lens just because I'm bitter about that time you fucking stabbed me to death. You piece of shit.
あ、アナスタシア。
Yes, that is my name.
副団長がお前に届けてほしいものがあるって。
Yes, yes, game, we get it. We're at this point in the story. You can continue now.
それどころじゃありませんよ、ヒューゴさん。なんだか変なんです、アナスタシアさんが。
It's okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
疲れが出てるんだろ？いくら武術大会が近いからって毎日無理しすぎてるんだ。
Yes, thank you for making my excuses for me. It's very convenient. Okay, let's go through everything in order. So here's how it happened. It's just before the war games. I had been focusing on my training because winning means promotion to knighthood. In the midst of that, the Grand Commander introduced me to his friend. Guess I'm back at that night then. I was hoping to go back a bit further, but at least I just managed to make it.
副団長から頼まれ事があったんだけど。
Right. Everybody got that? Good. Not going over it again. A package of mead he wants me to deliver to the tavern, perhaps?
え？ああ、そうだよ。なんだ、もう副団長から聞いてたんだな。
I take the mead from Hugo. The wings are such a calming presence in my life, even if they do occasionally murder me for no reason. Thanks to them, I've gotten so much stronger for all the crunches I do. To make the knife stop going into my internal organs. Seriously, are we not going to talk about that? Seems kind of important. I must protect them. I refuse to allow a repeat of those tragedies.
今度は七に赴くような顔つきに。行くの酒場ですよね。
You know, funny story there.
心配だから途中まで一緒に行くよ。最近何かと物騒だし。
Oh no, not stuff. Can't stand violent stuff. Violent stuff? Like what?
ちょっと前に起きた強盗殺人。まだ犯人が捕まってないんだってさ。
That feels like a plot relevant detail. Oh, I do remember hearing about this before. Something about how the culprit was surprisingly slippery. Like he was covered in baby oil. You're welcome for that mental image, by the way. They all accompany me until we get close to the tavern, and nothing of note happens before I get there, so we just skip over the whole thing. Took me much longer to get here this time around. If I remember rightly, I ran into that drunkard the moment I entered the tavern. A man approaches me with an unsteady motion, but I manage to avoid bumping into him. Doesn't the fact that this almost happened even though we just said we arrived here much later mean that we're, dealing with, like, unintentional targeting, or is this just one of those the timeline tries to correct itself sort of dealios? I hate the timeline tries to correct itself sort of dealios, they're so troublesome. Alright, I avoided touching another person. Now I won't have to deal with his complaints. Alright, yeah, this is, we're just gonna have to keep this guy in the dick and go on with our lives, aren't we? I am apparently fated to argue with this man. How ridiculous.
いそこな、いい加減にしてくれ。この店で乱闘騒ぎを起こしたやつは出禁だからな。
仕方ねえな。表出ろ。
Last time I got out of this with an apology, but that won't work this time. I need to prevent Zen from running away this time. And I know just the trick for that. Ooh, I'm so clever. Not the button I meant to hit. Master Tyrell!
なんだ？
There's the boy.
イタチもか？
That was a fantastic line read. I'm very proud of you, drunk man.
せっかく人の金でいい酒飲んでたのに、そんなにギャーギャーわめきたいならもっといい場所連れてってやるよ。無知にギロチン、懲罰椅子、アイアンメイデン、拷問器具は山ほどある上、完全防音だ。
Don't say those words in that order. Please, you're gonna make Chad act up again. God knows I get enough of that in my own time.
すみませんでした。
I don't know what they paid this guy, but it's not enough.
De, お前は何なんだ？なんで俺の名前を？
Good job, team.
なんだ？
Master Tyrell, you're less dead than advertised.
なんなんだよお前は。いきなりしがみついてくるわ、泣き出すわ。
Gods with the clinging and the crying and the nice lady.
これじゃ、俺が何かしでかしたみたいに。
Probably that murder you committed back in 08.
ティレル。俺の部下を泣かせるなんて、一体何をやった？
こいつお前の部下なのか？今日俺に引き合わせたいっていう。
アナスタシア、俺が席を外している間に何があった？お前が泣くなんて、よほどのことがあったんだろ
う。Fight, fight, fight, fight. Good commander. What?
団長って。
Well, you're really bad at this, Annie. The shadow. Commander.
団長ね。いつの間に出世したんだ？クライオス、何固まってやがる？
いや。アナスタシア、本当にどうしたんだ？
I apologize. I had an awful dream.
夢だ？ガキかよ。そんなくだらないことで。
そうかそうか。よほど怖い夢だったんだな。落ち着くまで胸を貸すから無理するな。
The duality of Otome, boys.
気色悪。
And here comes the man of the hour. There he is.
ん？やっと来たか。遅いぞ、ゼン。
Do you think he ever actually lights that cigarette, or is it just there for decoration?
またやったんだな。
That I did. That I did. Well, I knew it! He keeps his memories even after I use my fatal rewind to turn back time. Who could have possibly seen this coming aside from me? Because I have an enormous brain. That's not how you're supposed to wear a coat, my good sir. You see those dangly bits are called sleeves. You're supposed to put your arms inside of them.
おい、どこ行くんだよ。
用事を思い出した。
Oh my god, he's so cool.
は？
He's like Wolverine. With a marine jacket. He's so marine. No, I can't let him leave. I had hoped that bringing the Grand Commander and Master Tyrell into this would keep Zen from leaving. But unfortunately, it doesn't look to be that way. There must be something I can do. Something that can prevent him from leaving. But how?
Zen.
Well, that was easy. Wait, what? All it takes is the Grand Commander calling his name. Though he doesn't appear to be Zen's master, Zen apparently cannot ignore a request from him. Though they're all friends, Zen's relationship with Grand Commander Kreis is clearly different from the one he has with Master Tyrell. Man, this place is really empty today.
紹介しておこうか。右がティレル・アイ・リスター。異端審問官だ。
Yeah, you'd think a guy who drinks so much would be able to hold his liquor better.
左はゼン・ソルフィールド。探偵をしている。
The scum of the earth. It's a pleasure to meet both of you. My name is Anastasia.
はじめましてってことは、やっぱり初対面だよな。忘れてるって線も考えたが。
Aren't you like famous or
それならなぜ
something?
俺の名前を知ってる？
I mean, Inquisitors are basically the setting equivalent of detectives, and detectives being famous is the sort of thing that only happens in fiction, but you know, it's fine. Well, you certainly are famous, Master Tyrell. I hear you're a truly talented Inquisitor.
酔っ払いに絡まれてた時、なぜ俺を呼んだ？異端審問官なんか忌避されることはあっても、助けを求められることなんかないぞ。そもそもティレル様ってなんだよ。んな呼び方、部下しかしないぞ。
ティレル、そんな質問するような言い方はよせ。怖がってしまうだろう。
He's not that scary. I've seen scarier things than even my morning cornflakes. Scrawny little twink. No, it's fine. I'm actually quite happy. It's just like him to jump into interrogator mode.
嬉しい。
大丈夫か、クライオス。お前の部下、頭おかしいぞ。
They have a fun dynamic. Oh no, I've gone blind. No, wait, it's fine.
アナスタシア。訓練のしすぎだろうな。明日は出勤しなくていいから、ゆっくり休め。
Whoops, now they're worrying about me. I need to be more careful with my behavior. Well, I could have told you that. I also need to be careful about how I refer to them. Suppose I should keep up with Master Tyrell for now, but I need to revert to Vice Commander.
それでだな、ティレル、ゼン。今日お前たちを呼び出したのは、この子を紹介するためだったんだ。
Can you not say you asked them out? You're gonna give the Fujoshi material.
この子はいろいろと訳ありでな。力になってやってほしい。
断る。子守やるほど暇じゃないんだよ。
アナスタシア、頼んでいたものは持ってきてくれたか？
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. Yes, sir?
さあ、ティレル、受け取ってくれ。
That sounds significantly more like a half-flush toilet than I would prefer.
これはアルカナ20。
ティレル、もしこれからこいつが頼み事をしてきたら聞いてやってくれないか。もちろん無償でとは言わない。ただ俺と同じ条件で取引してやってほしいというだけだ。
No changes here. Vice Commander Kreis and Master Tyrell are having the exact same conversation. The only difference is the presence of another guest. He's looking very masculinely pensive today.
全も頼むよ。無償とは言わない。ただ他の顧客よりサービスしてくれればいいから。
ずうずうしいやつだな。ゼン、嫌なら嫌って言えよ。恩義とか言ってる場合じゃないからな。
I mean, Kreis is kind of a, well, puppeteer. Some concern would do you good, that's all I'm saying. Debt of gratitude? Is that between Zen and the Vice Commander? Zen did immediately listen to the Vice Commander earlier, and all he did was say his name. I know, Annie, I was there at the time. Should use this chance wisely and try to find out more about Zen. Do we want to go in slow, or do we want to go straight for the jugular? I mean, if we're just talking about me, I'd go straight for the jugular. Well. A debt of gratitude? What happened?
大したことじゃない。ただ探偵業を始めるときにちょっと手を貸しただけさ。
よく言う。ゼンが従順なのをいいことにこき使ってるくせに。
Yeah, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you, Tyr?
ちゃんと報酬は払ってるよ。な、ゼン。今日はいつも以上に無口だな。機嫌が悪いのか？
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it right now. Why don't you ask me later, crybaby?
別に。
Okay. I can't even imagine what they normally talk about. I don't think you could find 3 more different people.
こいつら共通点なさそうなのになんでつるんでるんだって顔だな。
You stop reading my mind, it's rude. Inquisitor Lister is more terrifying than any witch.
なんでって言ってもな。気が合うからとしか言いようがないが。
共通点ならあるだろう、一応。お前らいつもあの話ばっかしてるじゃないか。
まあ確かにそうだな。
Which thing exactly?
俺とゼンは実は料理が趣味なんだよ。
Oh boy, please, please, please let us see a CG of this sometime. What?
クライオスに習っているだけだ。趣味というほどのことじゃない。
Gee, Gatmoy. Incredible, sir. I was of course aware of your skills with the blade, but I didn't realize that extended to the kitchen.
いやいや、レシピ通りにしか作れないんだよ。味音痴だからアレンジが効かないんだ。
Yeah, well, it's because you have the terminal disease. Do you cook as well, Master Tyrell?
俺は食う専門。
作らないくせに一番味にうるさいんだよな、ティレルは。そういえばゼン、パンを作ってみたいと言ってたよな。わかりやすい料理本を手に入れたから今度挑戦してみるか。
Wait, do you really have cooking as a hobby if you can't even figure out bread? Like, it's literally the first thing any chef figured out in the history of humanity. Oh, you're almost as interesting as I am, Zen. I Imagine the two of them, flower stains on their aprons as they knead dough. It's a surprisingly calming image. I can see how close they are. Even the Vice Commander looks more relaxed than usual. So why did this guy try to stop me from using the Fatal Rewind after the Vice Commander died? They're friends, wouldn't he want to save him? Curiouser and curiouser.
ティレル様、ご歓談中申し訳ございません。急ぎご報告したいことが。
Don't you tsh me, boy. Tyrell pulls away from the table to hear Inquisitor Toll's report. Sorry, force habit. Thankfully, that seems to be all it is, and once he's finished, the other Inquisitor leaves the tavern.
仕事か？
北区で起きた強盗殺人解決したんだと。
That's convenient.
ああ、あれか。確か証拠も何も見つからなくて魔女が絡んでるんじゃないかって話だったよな。実際はどうだったんだ？
人間様の所業だよ。経理隊のやつら難事件になると大体魔女の仕業ってことにして俺たちに押し付けてくるんだよな。
Yeah, fornicate with constabulary.
今回もそうなりかけたんだが、2時間前にとある一般市民が犯人を捕らえたそうだ。
Come on, who was the certain citizen?
俺が知っているのはここまでだ。続きはお前から聞こうか、ゼン。
ゼンが捕まえたのか？
らしいぜ。で、どうやって犯人を突き止めたんだ？
I swear to God, if you say something like, because I'm a detective, I am actually going to punch you square in the jaw.
探偵の勘だ。ちょっと詰めたらすぐに吐いた。
Time travel got it. This proves it. Zen Sorefield retains his memories even after a fatal rewind. In the previous timeline, the incidents in the Northern Quarter took 3 lives. This time, though, the culprit was captured before even the second life was taken. Someone else make a second life joke, I don't feel like it. Zen completely changed the outcome. Given his unnatural resistance to meeting my gaze, Zen has likely realized that I've picked up on his secrets. He knows that I know. Now I know that he knows that I know. And if he does look at me again, then he'll know that I know that he knows that I know. And then I'll know that he knows that I know that he knows that I know. But if he knows that I know that he knows that I know that he...
偶然だろうがなんだろうが手柄には違いないな。試験前に箔がついてよかったじゃないか。
Oh, exams, will we never be free of you? Exam? Metal Gear!
ゼンは行政官の登用試験を受けるんだよ。ああ、もう終わったんだったか。
That was a thing he did in the original timeline. But I think is chronologically after this, so... his path hasn't changed all that much.
先週な、今は結果待ちだ。
行政官になったら赤毛の世話を焼くどころじゃないだろう。受かりっこないと決めつけてるのか？
まさか。確かに平民であるゼンが城内勤務の職に就くのは相当困難だが、ゼンの資質の高さは俺が一番知っている。合格する上で頼んでるのさ。
I met Zen in the castle. He was the son of a Viscount. I admit to not recognizing the name Sorefield, but there are so many Viscounts it didn't bother me. Did he falsify his social standing? Or is his current story the lie? There are too many mysteries surrounding this man. It's almost like the detective is the greatest mystery of all. I
城に勤務する行政官のつては欲しかったんじゃないか、アナスタシア。
mean, yes, that would be convenient. Nothing remains hidden from you for long.
あれだけ途上にこだわっているのを見たらな。 善はいいやつだよ。少々言葉が足りない時もあるが、どこかの誰かのようにうるさくなくていい。
Loquacity is a nice word. People don't say that often enough.
まあ実直なところは信用できるな。悪巧みばかりするどこぞの騎士より。
And now, welcome back to our latest episode of Everyone Loves Zen, and the audience starts clapping.
なあ、善、引き受けてくれるか。
Blank Samuel.
わかった。
We did it! Chat, we're winners. Zen reluctantly agrees, and I clench my fists below the table. And knowing her, I'm very surprised she was able to choke back the urge to, full-on jump up and start pumping fists and all. I have to pat myself on the back for calling out to Master Tyrell when that drunkard showed up. As a result, I finally have Zen in my grasp. Don't talk about your grasp. It's a choice I was only able to make because I know what kind of person he is now. Despite his cold, standoffish persona, I know he's incredibly kind deep down. Friggin' soon. My memories aren't all bad. I'm able to take advantage of that knowledge to help me. Master Tyrell, Mr. Sawfield, I'm incredibly grateful for your help. I would like to take advantage of this opportunity. I'd like to speak with you alone, Mr. Sawfield. Do you mind?
それはダメだな。
Dick? Why not?
今何時だと思ってる？会うなら昼間にしなさい。
It's not actually a good answer. But
明日は休みにしてやるから、昼に会え、昼に。善もいいだろ。ああ。
お前、意外と過保護なんだな。
be my dad? Criminy. I know you're like twice my age, but
善、なんか顔色悪くないか？
this is him looking pale. I'd hate to see what he looks like normally.
ちょっと疲れてるだけだ。用件済んだならもう帰るぞ。
Got mysterious hot guy shit to do.
ああ、気をつけてな。
And just like that, he's gone. Like an angel's kiss. Well. And when I do, a strange scene flashes through my mind. Okay. This is the city. Los Angeles, California.
安心しろ。もう逃げはしない。
Okay. What did I just see? If it wasn't an illusion, then it was some other power I've unknowingly gained. Either way, I won't get my answers by pondering the issue. So long as I can talk with Zen tomorrow, I'll be able to do something about this current situation. Until then, let's do everything I can. Let's go pump some iron at the gym, bruh. Gotta get swole for that competition.
どうぞ。
Good morning, sir.
アナスタシア、どうした？今日は休んでいいと言っただろう。
I won't be meeting Mr. Sawfield until the afternoon. I want to talk with you before then. About Huma.
フマ？団長のガルダのことか。
Yes, I've heard whispers around the wings about her loss of appetite.
ああ、そうなんだ。いろいろと原因を探っているところだ。
Could you look into the possibility of her being pregnant? I mean, do you know how Babby is formed? How girl gets pregnant?
妊娠しかしそれは
It's impossible. Women don't make babies.
いや何事も確かめてみるべきかわかったよ
That was easy. Thank you. With this, Huma should be safe and the Vice Commander's illness will be taken care of. I wouldn't need to do this if I were to simply accept the promotion to knighthood and become Huma's caretaker. At this point, I'm not sure if I should accept. If I become a knight, I won't be able to stick close to Master Tyrrell and find a way to free him from Conrad's grasp. That being said, I doubt I can simply solve this problem by becoming an Inquisitor again. What do you think I am, a cop? Hermione. Having experienced it myself now, I see just how much discrimination Inquisitors receive and how limited they are in their actions. Knights, meanwhile, can freely enter the castle. That's the important bit, you know. Still, Inquisitors have far more involvement in witch trials, making them the more obviously useful choice. The Witch, too, has his memories of the previous timelines. That would explain why the Member and the Sacrificia were different each time. If I'm to triumph against the royal family and the Witch, which path should I choose? Do I become an Inquisitor? Or a Knight? Pokemon Inquisitor and Pokemon Knight in stores now. And as always, the correct answer is you wait until the third game that contains content from both and the true ending. As my thoughts threaten to wander down a labyrinth, I shake my head. I don't need to wait to make my decision right this moment. I can wait until I talk with Zen. There's not a time limit here. The game doesn't advance unless you press A. No, you fool! Why would you do that? He retains his memories no matter how many times I return to the past. He clearly has a connection with the witch. I believe that so long as I can properly talk with him, I can get the answers I seek. Zen proposes we meet at my place. I'm surprised someone as seemingly cautious as him offered to meet in my territory. Maybe just because you've got such a ridiculously huge bed. 1 hour until he shows up. Whoops. I've completely forgotten to eat today. Since Maya has the day off today, I've been negligent with my food habits. I have the ingredients here, but I can barely cook a simple meal. Guess I should just go buy something from a nearby store. And then we did that thing I just said. I bought way too much. Ugh, it's such a pain having so much money. God. I bought enough for 3 people. My arms hurt from the weight. This always happens the few times I go shopping. I don't know how much is enough and always go and wind up with way too much. And then somehow know that I've got too much before I've actually left. Don't question it. I could save some for dinner, but Maya isn't fond of pre-made meals. I hope Zen will eat some. Wait, what am I going on about? He could be the enemy. Things are going to go so smoothly, so I'll just have to eat everything my Why? The embodiment of calamity appears before me without even a hint of a preamble. Fear blows through me like a storm. Diarrhea is like a storm, raging inside of you, destroying any semblance of courage. I can't win against this thing, nor can I run. Defeat etches itself into my very veins. Until, at least, a single man steps before me. Gasp. I don't know, it might be nice. It's you. Are you here to save me? I don't know what you think this thing is, but it's a monster. It can rotate its neck like 30 whole degrees. Oh, if you insist. Zen forcefully shoves me forward, and I give in to the momentum and continue running. Did we forget our groceries? Spent a lot of money on those. Inflation is a bitch. Zen got away too, right? He's okay, isn't he? Surely he didn't die to protect me, right? Then an hour later... You're okay. Thank goodness. Care to explain how? No? Okay, thank you for saving me. I'd be dead now if you hadn't come when you did. Don't say those words in that order. Okay, we're at least having this conversation. We're not friends, Baka. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me. He regards me with animosity and suspicion, and I wave away the hopes I'd started to harbor. I had Maya leave. So, how much do you know about me?
3歳の時に生みの母を病で亡くし、5歳としてやってきたママ母に虐げられて育つ。
That's a decent amount, good job.
ガルダ翼騎士団の門を叩く。副団長クライオスの下で訓練に励み、武術大会で優勝、聖騎士に昇格。フマというガルダを与えられる。フマの産卵不可に立ち会い、翼騎士としての成果を上げる一方、魔女の強行を防ぐことはできず、全てをやり直すために死に戻りを敢行する。次の世界戦では異端審問官となってカーニバルに挑むが。
Alright, we get it. I know I was there at the time. Okay, I get it. You can stop there. Yes! Thank you, Criminy. Why do you have memories from before my fatal rewinds? Everything should revert when I go back in time. If it doesn't affect you, does that make you a witch too?
魔女なんてそんな大層なもんじゃねえよ。俺は異物だ。
That's not nice. What did a gen ever do to you? An antigen, he says. It's not a word you commonly hear, but his masochistic smile makes it hard to ask for clarification. I opt to go down a different route. Why do you know that much about me? I can only assume you've been watching me.
そうだよ。監視してたのさ。ずっとお前のことを。お前が意志と同類なのかどうか。
I always feel like somebody's watching me. I have no privacy. Ish.
お前たちが破滅の魔女と呼んでいるやつの名だ。
That's a pretty lame name. No wonder he doesn't go by it very often. You want to know if we're the same. Are you serious?
お前も医師も魔法で他人の人生をコロコロ変えてんじゃねえか。盗塁って言わずになんて言うんだ。
Yeah, stabbing people, not stabbing people. They're basically exactly the same. How dare you? Anger explodes within me. If I know what's happened, I have my knife at his throat. Over and over again, I've had to watch the people I love die because of him. After a devastatingly witty retort. You think we're the same? You claim you've been watching me, but I think it sounds like you need to get your eyes checked. Oh, snap. He's murdered the people I love. What could possibly make you think we're the same? Annie, I think you might have accidentally cut his vocal cords. You should, try to be more careful with that thing in the future. Everyone who sides with that witch is an enemy of mine. If you're with him, then I'll... Oh damn, he just like me. What? I don't get you. Who the hell are you? Are you on my side or not? Enough beating around the bush. Zen lights up his cigarette. We didn't have the budget for like an extra panel of him holding a lighter or anything. Do we have lighters? I mean, we have cars. We probably have lighters there. I don't know if you're aware of this. Significantly less mechanically complicated. After blowing out a puff of smoke, oh my god, he's so cool. He looks to me with a piercing gaze.
そういうお前こそどうなんだよ。正義感ぶって。医師と組みしてるのはお前の方なんじゃないのか。
Would it kill you to speak straightforwardly for once in your life? Why are all detectives like this? I swear to God. Honestly, why do you keep saying that?
お前だろ。あの大虐殺の犯人は。
You'll run that by me again, Chuckle Nuts? Excuse me?
それだけじゃねえ。せっかく医師を殺せたのに、お前は死に戻りして台無しにした。あれ以上の結末なんかねえのに。
I mean, he could. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Splort. Sure, that was the only time I was able to kill the witch in all my attempts to turn back time. But... in that timeline, Maya was killed. Hugo was turned into a murderer. And the vice commander was... he turned into a shadow boy. And that's the worst archetype for a love interest.
何が起きたか知っている。
If you know, then how can you say that was the best ending? There was an entire rest of the game ahead of us. Vice Commander Christ is your friend. How can you face his death and claim that timeline to have been a happy ending?
クライオスならそういう。あいつがそういう人間だって。
Yeah, fucking stupid. Better get a better answer. Why are you wearing that headband? It's not the 80s. I don't think it's the 80s. I'm pretty sure they said that about this calendar system earlier. Bubba.
Anastasia, お前は。
Oh my god, do you also have a terminal disease? You fucking got to work on this country's healthcare system. Good lord. Zen's hand flies to his chest, his fingers digging in as his face warps in pain. Hey, you okay?
もうかよ。まだ10分も話してないってのに。ああ
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Zen!
答えろ。なんでみんなを殺した？
Will you please rephrase that in a way that's actually applicable to what's happening here? I don't care if you're having a heart attack. Clear communication is important. Huh? What are you talking about? I haven't killed anyone. He looks so judgmental. I recognize this pain. This is exactly what Master Tiro looked like after he formed his pact with the witch.
困るよゼン。この子には関わるなって言ったでしょ。
Oh, but it's me who's on the witch's side. I see how it is. Jackass. It's you.
お前みたいな異物が紛れ込んだら、せっかくのゲームが台無しになる。
言うほど邪魔してねえだろ。ただ話をしてただけだ。
アナスタシア、ゼンを抱き込もうとしてるのかもしれないけど、無駄だよ。こいつはどうあっても君の味方にはならない。
In the entire history of fiction, has there ever been a scene where one of those "join me and together we can rule the galaxy" speeches has actually worked? Feels like eventually the bad guys would learn better. And the good guys too in this case, I guess.
だってもう僕らの間では条件交渉が成立してるからね。
What kind of contract did you forge with him? Tell me.
君には関係ない。
忍者。
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
は？何それ？ああ、無理しちゃって。死ぬことはないって言っても、死ぬほど辛いのは変わらないのにね。ゼンとの契約ではね、僕側からは君に深く関わるなっていう条件を出してるんだ。すれ違ったり、たわいもない話をするくらいのことまで縛ることはできないけど。
You know, meet up at the bar, maybe flirt a little. Oh, that's fine.
ゼンの心が揺れるような会話はダメだよ。くさびが彼の心臓を貫くことになる。ここまで言えばわかるよね。無関係の人間を苦しめるなんて、とても罪深いことだ。
Rich coming from someone who's seen plenty of unrelated people to their deaths.
でも、これでも君からゼンに近づくことはなくなった。だって君はいい子だから。
My dude, you are not a love interest. You aren't allowed to talk like that. Bit of help, I managed to get Zen to the hospital. I have a mountain of questions for him, but I'm not so heartless as to press him while he's in this state. Instead, I head towards the Inquisitorial Order.
なんだお前か。もうアルカナの酒を見つけてきたのか？
Zen tried to tell me something important in a way the witch wouldn't understand. Though it's no more than a guess, my gut is telling me that Ninja knows about what's going on. Still, this isn't exactly an easy topic to broach. If I'm not careful about this, he could think me a witch. I have to avoid that possibility. Well, I think the approach here is obvious. Please. Please, I need you to tell me about Zen Sorefield.
お前引くほど演技力ないな。
Well, I tried.
何を企んでるか知らないが、子供の遊びに付き合ってやるほど暇じゃない。さっさと帰れ。
May as well go for it. Mr. Tiro, you're ninja, right?
はあ？何を言い出すかと思えば、そういうつまらない冗談で笑ってやるほど優しくない。さっさと帰れ。
Damn, he just said no. I wasn't prepared for this. Wow, I hit him point blank. He didn't react at all. Master Tyrell is as incredible as ever. Now I have to pull back. You moonlight as ninja to save those that are falsely accused of being a witch. I will, of course, keep this to myself. So long as you tell me about Zen Sorefield.
何を思い込んでるのか知らないが、言いたければ言え。好きにしろ。
Damn, just because we have no evidence, you don't have to act like that.
保身のために友人を売るほど落ちぶれちゃいない。
Mr. Tyrell, I should have known better. I apologize for my foolish behavior. Please forget everything I've said just now. Like, actually forget it. Just don't let this data just remain in the game. It would cause way too many problems. I'll be taking my leave now.
くそ。待て、赤毛猿。俺が忍者だって話、誰から聞いた？
Man, you were doing so well. Can't say.
善だろ？すぐ顔に出るやつだな。楽で助かるよ。善が俺のことをバラすなんてよほどのことがなけりゃありえない。善を脅して聞き出したのか。いや、それはないな。
You stop reading my mind? It's so rude. Also, hello, Corey. Thank you for the dinosaur.
だったらなぜ善はバラしたか。赤毛の問いを俺に答えさせるためか。自分で答えりゃいいのに。はい。今善はどうしてる？
He's, very almost dead in the hospital. Sure, he would explain things if he, his heart weren't in multiple pieces, but you know what? Happens to the best of us. Hey, how's you been? I've been doing all right, all things considered. I've been sleeping well lately, but you know, that's, Also, if you hear Eri going absolutely hog wild in the other room, it's fine, she does that sometimes. That's normal. He's at the hospital. He lost consciousness as we were talking. Oh, but you should know. Okay, baby, do you mind? Give me 1 second. Being so noisy. But why do you know that? He speaks as if he's seen everything with his own eyes. The speed with which his thoughts race sends a shiver up my spine. You know, this is how Kai talked after our last collab.
善についてか。ああ、こういうのはクライオスにやらせろよな。俺の方が話が早いから俺を選んだんだろうが。
See, it's convenient because now we don't have to do the exposition dump. He looks genuinely annoyed by his task, which has me wondering just how complicated Zen's history could possibly be. After some hesitation, Master Tyrell finally speaks.
Zen はこの世界の人間じゃない。
God damn it, this is an isekai. Fuck, I promised myself I wouldn't do any of these. What?
こことは文化も言語も違う世界から来たんだと。終わり。
Wait, you can't just end it. Keep going.
俺もそのくらいしか知らない。この世界に来たのは事故のようなもので自分の意思じゃないとか。
Trucky-kun strikes again.
どういうわけか。この世界に来てから年を取ることもなければ怪我をしても一瞬で完治したり病にもかからないっていう化け物じみた体になってることとか。
He's also very large.
元の世界に帰りたいがいくらその方法を探しても見つからないってことくらいしか知らん。
Well, we haven't seen any evidence that he's participated in the slave trade yet, so as far as isekai protagonists go, I guess he's pretty high up there. You know, comparatively. I'd say that means you know an awful lot. Zen didn't exactly look like he was from Historica, but I thought he was just from another country. A body for whom death has no purchase. He's the polar opposite of me. I'd die if you looked directly at me for too long. This would be such an easy fight if I were immortal too. You don't consider him a witch.
俺にとっての魔女は悪意を持って人間を脅かすものを指す。無害だったら別に頭に角が生えてようが口が裂けてようがどうでもいい。善は人間だ。ただ体が不老不死ってだけだ。
His words are blunt, but I can feel the friendship he shares with Zen in the crevices beneath. Don't look at his crevices, we aren't at his root anymore. I didn't have the most positive impression of Zen considering the way he acted towards me. But when I think back on everything I've been through, he was one of the people that helped me. His presence gave me courage way back when. Back in the olden days. And he's also Master Tyrell and Vice Commander Cryas' friend.
ちなみに忍者っていうのは善に教わったものだ。善の世界では歴史的な人物らしい。クライオスのあれも。
My god. It's worse than I thought. He's not just a witch's pawn, he's... a weeaboo. The Vice Commander? What about him?
なんだ、そっちは知らないのか。今回の件には関係ないから忘れろ。
My initial thought was that it had something to do with his terminal disease, but I don't really see what the connection there could be. Now you've just made me curious, but I guess he's right.
忍者のこと前から聞いたなら最初からそう言え。縁に隠すから遠回りすることになった。
I don't know, it only took us a few minutes. Things seem to have been going decently alright. I'm sorry, I was afraid of ruining your friendship by revealing I'd heard about it from him. I thought I could make only myself the villain here by threatening you. That was rash of me.
話は終わっただろ。さっさと行け。
Of course, I'll be on my way. Thank you again for all your help. I was half expecting him to grab us at the door and go like, "No, wait! Didn't actually mean I wanted you to stop. I was just being soon. We have to go do something." When I move to exit the room, I hear something hit the ground. Okay, does anyone in this game not have a terminal disease? Just come on, raise your hand. Show of hands. Huh? Why did it get so dark all of a sudden?
赤毛、外を見てみろ。
Oh boy. Is it that time again, everybody? I think it is. My hair stands on end. Fear controls my every impulse, compelling me to run. I've witnessed this multiple times now, but that doesn't mean I've gotten used to it. Darkness swallows the sun, dyeing the sky the color of despair. At least after her revenge is achieved, she'll have a rich career ahead of her as a poet. It's a good game, take your time. On nights after the sky is dyed black, a membrum is born. Once again, someone will have their hands stained with another's blood. Oh goody. I was hoping to get more out of Zen, but his contract with the witch makes that impossible. From this point forward, I should focus on the trial. What role will I be assigned this time? As a knight, I was a sacrificia. As an inquisitor, I simply played my part. So it means nothing if I can't actually participate in the trial. If I'm not chosen as a sacrificia, then I need to work under Master Tyrell again. Huh. I've never actually become a membrum yet. I guess it's exactly the kind of thing you'd call a silver lining. The very thought of having my heart eaten away is terrifying. Not to mention the very idea of killing someone. You are pushing this very far, lady.
お前だろ。あの大虐殺の犯人は。
Do you mind? Kind of at a moral crossroads here. What did he mean by that? When did this slaughter take place? Is he referring to when everyone at the Linzel household was killed? Since should be well aware that the membrum in that case was Maya, not me. Thinking about it won't give me any answers. I should be focusing on what I can do right now. But I can't think of anything. Man, if that isn't relatable. It's frustrating to just stand by and twiddle my thumbs when someone will have to become a membrum tonight. I have all this experience, but I can't make use of it. If I could only know ahead of time who will be chosen, we wouldn't have to suffer like this. A single ray of light shines through the clouds over my mind. As annoyed as I am that I didn't consider the idea immediately, I'm happier I thought of it at all. I now have the power to see into the future. That's convenient. It's an ability I won through triumph in the trial, so I absolutely have to make use of it. Or I would if I'd once been able to use it willingly. Still not entirely sure how it works. First time I saw the future was when I worked as an inquisitor and investigated Helen Preston. I saw her death as we took her to the Order. Yeah, I know, Anastasia, I was there at the time. The second future I saw was... I guess I've only ever seen futures involving deaths. It's the same for the pasts I saw. Is death the trigger? As ominous as that is, it certainly works in my favor now. Alright, think about death. Think really hard about people dying, just getting their intestines absolutely ripped out of their guts. Just flying everywhere like damp noodles covered in grease. Squeeze my eyes shut and focus my mind on 2 in the morning. Stay like that for a little while until my concentration is broken by the sound of the door opening. It must be Maya. Suppose it is about dinner time. I was hoping to get a glimpse of the future, but I guess I'll have to try again later. Oh my god, it's not Maya. Why is my room so dark? I don't remember turning off the lights. What? What the fuck? For some reason, Conrad stands in my room. His vapid smile is gone, replaced by a terrifyingly cold gaze. You know, funny, I was thinking the same thing. He readjusts his grip on what looks to be an axe. The hefty 8-inch blade looks ill-suited to stabbing. This is a weapon meant for hacking. Oh my god, he's going to hack the firewall! He's stealing the internet! The blade looks utterly foreign in his hands as he shifts it over to lift it up with both arms. He uses the weight to his advantage as he swings it down in my direction. Man, we're gonna have to clean the lens now.
あ、お嬢様、お目覚めになりました。お食事の用意、もうすぐできますよ。
Well, I guess the victim was the only possibility we hadn't discussed yet.
お嬢様?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Maya. Just saw the future. That's all going to happen tonight. Conrad is the member this time, and I am his target. If I let this play out, I'll end up back with Rune without having accomplished anything. Considering my current mental state, I want to avoid any superfluous fatal rewinds. Something about what Conrad said in that vision bothers me. I mean, both of these options bother me and mine, but, this seems more relevant to evidence, which is a bit I care about if you ask me. When the membrum is active, everyone else is magicked to sleep. I've been forced unconscious numerous times now. Yet Conrad looked straight at me and mentioned listening to my screams. It's not the sort of thing you say to someone who's asleep. Does the sleeping magic not work on me anymore? It's not impossible. Rune is regaining his powers with each witch trial win. If we assume I'm being affected by this as well, it's worth testing. How we go about testing that I am not sure of, but guess we'll just have to go for it. Yes. The bitch.
こんばんは、王子様。君の望みを叶えに来てあげたよ。さあ、心を開いて。
Open your hearts. It's gonna be alright. Corey, I don't know what you're owing to, but if it's, presence of this sassy bitch in a top hat, I can only say, yeah. Yeah. It's one of these in the game, too. Stop right there, criminal scum!
なんで君がここに？え？っていうかなんで起きてるの？
Love their voice. He does sound like he's having a lot of fun, which, for a role like this, you would, you basically can't not. Apparently, your match doesn't work on me anymore. Ain't that a bitch?
ゲームに勝ち続けているからか。なるほど。未来も見たわけだね。
I love how absolutely nobody in this game needs to have anything explained to them except me. Magic keeps Conrad sound asleep on his bed. Actually, I just kind of wanted to stab you a few times just to blow off steam. Enough of your tasteless jokes. I'm here to protect myself.
それじゃあゲームが始まらないよね。間違った選択をするところだったよ。教えてくれてありがとう。
You're welcome.
なんて
Never mind, he's still a dick.
憎い男に殺される君を見るのもまたいい。夢のない夜は存分に楽しみたいです。
Bonk. The witch puts a hand on Conrad's forehead and a murky black fog gradually spreads over his body.
いや、やっぱりやめよう。ね、アナスタシア。
My dude, will you pick a lane already? It was bad enough when Moriarty did it.
君の望みって何？
A bagel. No. 2 bagels. Huh? My god, it was foreshadowing the whole time. I desire to protect the people I love. And to do that, I must defeat the witch. Is that all? I want to be stronger. I refuse to live under someone else's rule ever again. To be stronger? In what way? I don't know, but there's a much simpler method. Kill those that terrorized you. There is no future without confronting the past. There is no hope without revenge. Fight. I am here to help you. And when you win, I shall guide you into a beautiful world. But to reach there, you must rid yourself of those shackles at your ankles. I will grant you the strength to condemn the past, and the blade to commit your revenge. This indulgence is yours and yours alone. I will sever the morals that confine you. I will crush the ethics that bind you. I will erase the virtues that torment you. You got any more pages of the source you want to go through? No, okay. Now, awaken! Ay, 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 ay.
自由だよ、アナスタシア。
My god, you do have a face. Or at least a mouth. I'm sure it's enough for some people.
このバカ娘が！お前がおかしな行動をするたびに我がリンゼル家の血筋が悪いのだとエベリーナに思われるじゃないか。
Love you too, Dad.
私に恥をかかせるな。
はい、できた。あら、少し切りすぎちゃったかしら。
Two clearly equally heinous crimes.
あなたさえいなければレティシアは死ななかった。あなたは母親の命を犠牲にして生まれてきたのよ。
Love you too, Mom.
これがその罰よ。
I'll kill them. Kill them, I'll 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 kill them. I'll kill them and erase everything about that despicable past. Well, here we go. Oh, hey, you're not dead.
おい。
Don't take that tone of voice with me, young man. Why aren't you asleep, huh? It's not fair. Zen? Why are you here?
知るか。なんか聞こえてきたんだよ。
That's inconvenient.
お前の声が止めてくれって。
That's at least more enlightening. The warmth of his body thaws my frozen heart. It's only as it beats with compassion once more that I realize what I was about to do. I see. It's me. I'm the membrum. I'm the membrum now. I pull out my sword, but Zen rips it from my hands before I can point the blade at my stomach. Man, why you gotta go for the stomach? That's like the least efficient way to kill someone. For fuck's sake, like go between the ribs for the heart, or at least try to aim for the neck or something, crimine. I don't know, I felt like that was fairly obvious. Let me do this! Give me back my sword! I need to do this before I kill anyone! Yeah, you finally got that through your thick skull. I'm overtaken by a terrible, terrible thirst. There's someone whose throat is dry thirsts for water. I thirst for the blood of my family. I don't want to kill anyone. I don't. But I'm a member now, so I feel it's inevitable. Member kill humans by their very nature. It's as though I've been given an irrefutable reason to kill. Zen, give me back my sword. Cannot kill another person. If my powers to turn back time make me numb to murder, I won't be myself anymore. Wow, gee, thanks for finally realizing that after seeing me solve like 3 murders. It's nice of you. Dick. That's what I've been saying. I use my fatal rewind to save people. Why would I ever use it to kill?
そういう思考の遊びをしているんだと医師から聞いていたんだ。あいつの言うことなんか大半嘘なのにな。あの光景を見ていたせいで。
Okay, goodbye, Corey. Enjoy yourself. Wow, this guy. Call yourself a detective, I swear. Horrific spectacle?
お前が優勝した武術大会の広場にいた者全員一人残らず殺された。
No, I feel like I would have noticed that. What?
俺が駆けつけた時は全員死んでたからどうやって殺されたのか知らねえ。ただあんなもん人間の仕業じゃねえ。
Okay, no, seriously, I feel like I would have heard about this.
エンダーは出現してなかったし、イシュは条件交渉が成立しなきゃ魔法使えねえ。だったらお前しかいねえと思ったんだ。
Wait, people died in the town square? I didn't know about that. I don't remember that. Night the showed me those cards and then I first chose the strength card. My awareness jumped after that and I suddenly found myself on my way to the ceremony with the vice commander. I see. That empty space in my memories is just like what happens after I use the fatal rewind. Did I die there too? Is that why I went back in time?
死体は山ほどあった。お前がいたかどうかまでは確認してみろ。
Can the witch retain his memories of what happened before my fatal rewind?
そこは俺も気になってるところだ。話している感じ覚えてなさそうではあるんだが。お前が死に戻りした後、決まって俺に何が起きたかを聞きに来る。まあ、毎回追い返しているんだが、 覚えてたらそんなことしないよ
I mean, it could always be a bluff, but considering that he's allowing us to make progress in figuring out how to go after him, I am still kind of inclined to believe him on this.
けどもしそうなら毎回裁判のメンツが変わるはずがないんだよ
There's also that issue, unless... Which means there's a chance I won't be a member again.
おい
I talked to Nana, just... Oi. You stop that. Give me back my sword. That's another one for the meme pile, let me tell you. Zen quietly places the sword in my hands.
戻ったからって解決するとは限らねえぞ
I know that. But I can't bear the thought of killing someone. This won't be in vain either. I want to talk this over with Rune.
Rune って誰だよ
Oh, right, I haven't told you about him. The magic I use is entirely borrowed from him. He's the reason I'm able to use magic despite not being a witch.
本当に信用できるのかそいつこそ医師の仲間ってことないだろうな
I feel like it would have been significantly more complicated if that were the case. That I doubt. He's a good kid.
誰にでも言ってそうなセリフだなまあ今はいいか
You should probably get away from me. Considering the sort of game this is, there's probably about to be a very long blood splatter. It'll be fine. I'm used to this now. Once I'm sure Zen has left, I take a deep breath. I could pierce my heart if this were a knife, but that's a bit hard with a longer blade. Should I go back to grab a knife? No, I can't. My resolve would waver. Put my blade to my neck. Okay, at least she's not completely stupid. And smother all the screams. Screams of fear. Of a desire to live. And to escape the pain. In one swift motion, my hand moves. The pain stings with such ferocity I'd almost rather go insane. I immediately realize I've failed. The cut on my neck is far too shallow. Death will take its sweet time claiming me, leaving me to silently scream and writhe in pain until release finally comes. As I feel each second like an agonizing eternity, someone steps close. Zen picks up the fallen sword, his voice soft in my ears.
次は俺を頼れ。いいな。
Then he thrusts the sword into my heart. Man, we can't even kill ourselves properly. We suck.
お帰りなさい、アナスタシア。
Good to see you, Rune.
全部見ていたよ。魔女の魔法。一部だけだけど、耐性がついたみたいだね。
It's like we're level grinding. Eventually we'll be strong enough to fight the final boss.
でもそのせいで、君はメンブルムにされてしまった。助けてあげられなくてごめん。
You have nothing to apologize for, Rune. The fact that I can do more is proof we're moving forward. What do you think about Zen? Do you think he's really from another world?
多分、彼は本当のことを言ってるんじゃないかな。悪い気は感じないし、それに最後、君のことを助けてくれた。
I mean, for a certain value of helping.
君が苦しみ続けなくて済むようにとどめを刺してくれたんだよね。あんなこと普通できないと思う。
Like, I do agree with your ultimate conclusion, don't get me wrong. It's just like... Stabbing people is not hard for the sorts of people who stab people. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. There's one more thing I want to ask you. Can the Witch of Ruin remember what happens prior to a fatal rewind?
それはできないよ。僕だってこの隔離を一歩出れば君との会話が成立しなくなる。この隔離は空間、時間の概念がない。現世の断りが通じない世界なんだ。
Explain yourself.
あ、前から言おうと思ってたんだけど、そもそも世界線って考え方が間違ってるんだよ。破滅の魔女は君がパラレルワールドを渡り歩いてるように認識してたみたいだけど。
Okay, I was kind of thinking the big twist at the end of the game would be literally the opposite of this, that like we were hopping between parallel worlds and everybody we let die was still dead. So that's reassuring.
あいつの世界線を巡ってるって発言ね。確かに過去を変えることで世界が枝分かれしていく。
Right, everybody write that down. It's definitely going to come up later. 死に戻りは完全なる時間の巻き戻し。同じ世界軸上で完結することであって、そのためにパラレルワールドを作り出したりはしないんだ。大きく時を戻すことができないのはそのせいなんだけどね。ほら、タイムパラドックスが起きたら大変でしょ。そんな大事故が起きたら現世がどうなるかわからないもの。 Anastasia, you can't do that. Future will change. You'll create a time paradox.
君が世界線っていう言葉を使うたびにモヤモヤしててさ、説明できてよかった。
Sounds really annoying, actually. I have no idea what he just told me, except that I was wrong to talk about things in terms of timelines.
善が記憶の保持者でいられるのは彼自身がこの閣僚みたいな存在なんだと思う。不老不死もそのせい。異世界からの来訪者だから断りが通用しないんだ。
Okay, I know I made the joke earlier, but seeing him just actually say the word isekai legitimately sent a chill up my spine. Anyway, so what you're saying is that he could murder somebody and he's not going to jail to it because the laws don't apply to him. Right, got it.
でも破滅の魔女は違う。あいつは現世で生まれた存在だ。僕みたいに閣僚に閉じ込められたわけでもない。記憶を保持できるわけないんだ。
So he was born in the world, like a person, I gotcha. If that's true, why does he choose different people for each trial? If he didn't have his memories, wouldn't he take the same actions?
そうなんだよね。不思議だよ。
I thought will it blend was the question. That shows what I know.
本当にあいつの考えてることは何もわからない。昔はあんなんじゃなかったの。
What are those books on those shelves back there? Knowing me, I've probably asked that before, but like I really want to know. His words come out in a low whisper. I felt nothing but animosity until this point, but now I hear something akin to affection. He didn't. How long ago are you talking about?
それはその僕とあいつはもともとは仲間だったんだよ。同じ主人に仕えていたんだ。
They weren't just friends, they were nakama. And who was your master?
女神クロムで。
Suppose that would be the only person up there.
言っちゃった。口止めされてたのに。
Now, hold on, the goddess really exists?
君は失礼だな。女神様はちゃんといるよ。今は長い眠りについているけど。
Yeah, I can't relate. Then wake her up. She can do something about this awful situation.
無理だよ。女神様はもう二度とお目覚めになれない。
Also can't relate to some best efforts. Why not?
いろいろあったんだよ。どうにもならないんだから、女神様の話はおしまい。
If she won't help her people when they need it most, then what's the point of all those prayers, huh? Huh?
女神様は人間を救うものだなんて決めつけないでほしいんだ。女神様にだって休息は必要だよ。
That's no point. Sure, but the Witch of Ruin was one of her subordinates. His mistakes are her responsibility.
だから。
His voice is cut off by an X suddenly appearing over his mouth. New mission, wake up, God. Okay, I'm going to need a whole lot of vuvuzelas. That's hello, Charlie. Well, at least he put it over his nose. What's that?
女神様について語ることは禁じられてるんだ。
That's convenient. Says who? Again? Who's doing this? Nothing like this has ever happened before.
とにかくこの話は不毛だよ。悪いのは僕だ。あいつに負けてこんなところに閉じ込められてしまった無力な僕が。
Yeah, you went and got yourself trapped in a parallel dimension where you are immune to anything he can do to you, and you can do this fancy timeline bullshit that he has no defense against. How terrible for you. Woe is you. Ern's defeated pout drains me of any urge to condemn him for this. I see myself in the way he expresses shame at his own weaknesses. Just tell me one thing. Why did the witch betray you? You were allies at one point, right?
それはギリギリの質問だな。でも大丈夫みたいだから答えるね。
That's convenient.
あいつは自分の欲望を満たすために女神様の大切なものを盗んだんだ。
Was it a really shiny rock? Something important, huh? Does that have anything to do with your powers? Actually, let's try to think about this another way. Your powers actually belong to the good.
そこまでストップ。これ以上はダメ。おしまい。
Okay. I choose to believe in you, Rune. Now I need to go back in time.
次はメンブレムにならずに済むといいね。
I don't know, I was kind of looking forward to a trial where we got to play as the Membrum. As long as I don't go to Conrad, he should become the Membrum. Maybe he's target, but since the sleeping magic doesn't work on me, I think I can handle it.
そうだよね。それじゃあ死に戻りを始めようか。
Ready? Let's get back to the morning I see the black sky. I need to speak with Zen.
願わくばこれが最後の仰せになりますように。エクスペクトアニムス。
I know I did that entire theme week way back in the day when we did a game list made up entirely of games where you play as the murderer like that, but I don't know, I feel like the trial segments in this game are way better laid out for that sort of approach than sort of stuff we were doing before.
まあお嬢様、ソファーで寝るなんてお行儀が悪いですわ。
You know what I really want to play someday, if only somebody would make a fan translation of it? There was this Kindaichi Case Files game released for the Sega Saturn way back in the day, featured you playing as the murderer of the relevant case rather than, you know, Kindaichi. That's been like one of my most desired games since I initially started playing mystery games, like, in general. I want to see what that's up with so badly. Sounds absolutely fascinating, and Japanese speakers I've spoken to all agree it's incredibly good. Anyway, I'm out here rambling like this because I think we're gonna be ending stream here. They gave us a decent ending off point. We're going to be rating Lily Leviathan. She is playing Psychonauts 2. Hope you all enjoyed this thus far. Game is in fact ramping up. I said that was gonna happen and then it happened, so it's fun. I'm glad there's at least one game we have on our rotation right now I really enjoy. That's our stream for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to use your brain, because you'll forget how to breathe without it. Everyone take care of yourselves until we see each other next. Good night.